Hi guys, welcome to Generational Gooner, and this is a player ratings from Arsenal's 2-0 win in Bilbao. And here we go. Raya, 7. Although I said he was under a lot of pressure in the first 20 minutes, he didn't actually have make a save in the first half. That's how good our defence was, and he gets a 7. Great game, but didn't have a save to make in the first half. In the second half, he did what he needed to do. Come out of his box, clear his lines. Good with his feet, hands, crosses. So he's at 7. Right back, Ewan Timber. What can I say about this guy? He's an absolute machine. Coming on to be one of my favourite Arsenal players. Didn't put a foot wrong, and good defensively, offered in attack to help Noni Madueke out, so he gets an 8. Alongside him, taking the place for the last few games of Mosquera. I watched him play in the pre-season games. He come on against Leeds, and then he had to come on at Liverpool, and wow, what can I say about this guy? Ever present since Saliba absent, so he is. I can't think of a better, in the Emirates era this is, a better, might have to go all the way back to the Invincibles to have a better sub replacement competition for William Saliba. He can play right side of defence, he can play right back. And I've given him an 8. And was going to give him a little bit more, but because of the defence were all so good, I'm giving him an 8. Close to man of the match for me. Gabriel, the monster at the back, did nothing wrong. Won all his duels, won his tackles, didn't give the ball away, and what I can remember, and our defence, as I said, clean sheet. We've only conceded 1 goal in all competitions this season, and that's a wonder goal, which Raya couldn't do anything about against Liverpool, which won them the game in a tight game. So, Gabriel also got an 8. I'm going to put Calafiori, because I think he played well defensively. The defence, the whole back 5 didn't concede, but he wasn't quite as good as the rest of the ones that I've said. And I gave Raya a 7, so I'm going to give Calafiori a 7. Going into the midfield, Zubimendi held it together, wasn't flash or anything like that. Got his tackles in, passed the ball well, and I'm going to give him a 7. Moreno, alongside him, Spanish colleague, international, and both back in Spain. Zubimendi was making his Champions League debut, and but Moreno, I'm going to give 7 too. I didn't pick him to start the game. In my predicted lineup, I went down Waneri, but Mikel, you know better than me, and I'm glad you picked him because he worked the midfield battle. It wouldn't have been easy, and it was a very defensive system we played. So, yeah, Moreno did really, really well. As I said, won his duels, put his tackles in, kept possession, retained control of the ball. Right, Declan Rice, going to give him a 7.5 simply because he got booked early on. It shows great discipline, maturity, and how, because it was early on he got a booking, and not to make any silly mistakes. He stood on his feet and blocked the ball, won tackles fairly, but didn't do anything rash and stupid, because we couldn't be doing with him missing a game. Even though we've got a great squad, I think Rice should start the most games in the midfield. Right, Noni Madueke. I'm going to give it 7. He didn't play as well in the games that I've seen him play. This is his poorest, but he was still good. Just for me, good. Did well when he got the ball. Showed an attacking presence, but didn't cross for a goal, assist for a goal. And the chances weren't supplied really to Gyökeres. On the other side, 6.5. This is probably Eze's worst game I've ever seen him. Probably in his Palace days. He's an exciting, creative player, midfield player. I think his best century, to be honest. But I do think the system, as it was quite defensive, and he's going forward. If you're a creative player, that's what you do. You go forward. Don't see Robert Perez defending, but he had to in the system. And as we were trying not to concede away from home in Spain. Gyökeres, I'm going to give a 6.52. He held the ball up well at times. Should have got a few goals, in my opinion, at least one. And probably the poorest game. As I said, he held the ball up all right, but the poorest game I've seen Gyökeres play for the Arsenal. And I love this man, but then if you're not supplied the chances, he made some. He missed a header, but I think he got a gash on the back of his head. We might need stitches. And from Gabriel, when Gabriel at a corner headbutted the back of his head, and they collided, but luckily there was no concussion. I played up front. It's very, very hard when you're isolated on your own against defenders and you're just running the channels trying to make things happen for yourself. And that is a very hard position to play in. So, substitutions. Martinelli come on for Gyökeres. Giving him a 9. First touch. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Slots it home. I thought, that's it. 1-0 to the Arsenal. But, I'm giving him a 9, and he is my man of the match. Trossard come on 2 for Eze. And he got a goal. Bit scruffy, some might say. Slight deflection. But he got a goal. Martinelli got an assist from the left-hand side to free up Trossard in the box, and he, like I said, he scored via a deflection, but went down as Trossard's goal. Nkapia impressed me whilst he was on for a short time. I'm going to give him a 7. I do think it won't be long till he'll be playing left back, not for the Man City game, but we got 3 outstanding left backs, and Calafiori's taking the slot at the moment. But it won't surprise me if he ends up. He impressed me whilst he was on. Won his tackles, and I think he's the kind of player that will overlap. So if Eze's on the left, he can have a better game creatively and be in field more with Saka or Madueke hugging the touchline on the other side. Norgard did what he needed to do, won some balls, and won his tackle, didn't put a foot wrong. Little time he was on, and he gets a 7 too. Right, I do believe this could be a Champions League record, especially for the English teams. We have not lost, we have beaten Spanish teams on the last 6 consecutive games. So let that sink in with you guys. Right, on to the next one. Man City the weekend. We got time to train, rest up, and then train and prepare for the Man City game on Sunday. and they play on Thursday. So against Napoli. So as I always say, guys, up the Arsenal. Layers.